So we're back, episode 37. 37. Wow, 37. Just keeps rolling on. It keeps going and going and going.
It's Damian Harris special. Hopefully we don't fumble this one.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was a tough one. So I actually did the play-by-play of that game. That was my first actual radio.
You had your Dockers.
I had some
Nikes.
khakis on. I had some white shoes that were very tight on the feet, kind of.
Nice polo shirt.
Yeah, I walked into the stadium, which was a bad idea because I thought at first it'd be a good idea. I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll walk there. We walk. But then after the game was over, we went and had some lovely hibachi. We had a great meal afterwards. And then halfway, I was like, this wasn't a great idea. This was a bad idea. Like, there's a hill. It's dark. My white shoes were hurting my feet. My biscuits were burning. So it was a bad idea. So from now on, I'm actually going to do the Saints game as well. I'm probably just going to drive, get myself there in a vehicle.
What do you drive there, though?
Motorcycle, maybe. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to do that. But that'd be easy to park, wouldn't it?
In the winter, you could take
Or
your
a
snowmobile
scooter.
you've never used.
Ooh, that'd be nice. But there's lack of snow. I have this rain. Would you
You're
consider
ready
this?
to go.
Would you consider this a rain jacket?
No.
What is this? Rain jackets don't have to be yellow, by the way. Dan said, I said, what's a rain jacket? He said they have to be yellow.
Yeah.
It's not true. If it's waterproof, it's a rain jacket. Correct?
No. It's 80 degrees out.
It's humid. It's humid. I went to get the kids to school today. I looked outside, saw it was a little thunder, rain. I was like, oh, let me just throw this Patagonia. Let me put the Patagonia on. That's how I say it, Patagonia. And it's a little warm. It's a little warm.
You a little warm now?
It's a little warm.
Yeah.
You know,
makes sense.
Once we break this lovely IPA out, I'll probably have to take it off. But I want to jump into week one, what we saw yesterday on TV. I said that my biggest takeaway from this first week was from the start of the Thursday night game, Dallas versus Tampa, to the finish from the Oakland game, Vegas. The Vegas game.
All the games
It
were
was
pretty
great.
good.
It was great competition. It was great week one. Usually the first game is kind of sloppy and it's not good. It's not a good game or a good matchup. And I think that the first week was actually very competitive, good football.
No, I mean everything was close except for like the Eagles-Falcons game. That was the only thing that was real blowout, I guess.
Yeah.
Or Cardinals-Titans.
Yep. Chargers. I think that was
Saints-Packers.
Saints.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Why does Aaron Rodgers look like Steven Seagal from Above the Law?
No, he looks like a California therapist.
I
like
mean,
a family
he's got
therapist.
the long hair, slick straight back.
You don't see like his interviews afterwards. He did one on the Pat McAfee show, and he's on like a big leather couch, just like leaned back. Yeah, and he talks like a therapist.
He could definitely be a therapist, or after he's done playing, just Rodgers Therapy Associates.
Yeah, like we're gonna go surfing in the morning, so we can't have appointments till later on in the afternoon.
Beautiful mystery, isn't it? This issue that we have here in this team, and why I'm not here. So
what was the biggest
big day today? Big day today. Sneaky big day today.
Why?
It's Brody's birthday. He's 1 year old. Happy birthday, Brody. I haven't seen you in about 3 months. So
when's he coming?
Next week he's coming. Mom and Dad taking a ride.
Gonna destroy the new house.
Can't wait.
Think he's gonna eat the marker marks off the chair?
I'm gonna make sure that we just keep him in the dungeon in the basement so he can't come up and ruin my floors. No, I'm kidding. He'll be fine. I'll make sure that I put the collar on him and just give him the tingle. You ever put a collar on?
Yeah.
One time I put a collar on for the fence, the dog fence. You put the collar on, you run past the fence, it'll take you down.
Yeah.
There's like usually 0 to 100. At 20, it'll get you.
Why would you put it on your neck?
Well, dogs have it on their neck.
So you said I'll put it on my neck and just running past it?
See if I could take it.
What happened?
Instantly want to take it off. Instantly want to take it off. It's like, and then you want to take it off.
So you won't leave your yard now?
I won't. I know the boundaries. Yes, I know the boundaries. I'll dead
that.
sprint. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop on it. But let's dive into this Patriot first game here. The Patriots.
So what was your take on your boy?
What was my take?
Big Mac?
Well, I'll just bring out the statistics of Big Mac, which maybe we'll be sponsored by McDonald's. Maybe not.
Probably not.
Just kidding. But maybe they'll give us some
Maybe
free
Mac
Big
Jones
Macs.
will be.
Maybe. Oh, Mac Jones will definitely, because if you were smart in marketing, you would have Mac Jones walking to McDonald's. Same pep in his step like he did on draft day.
McCorkle.
My biggest takeaway was highest completion percentage of any rookie in NFL history. Poised under pressure. He was hit, I want to say, 10 times. He was actually hit 10 times. Blitzed about 14. And just quick decisions, free runners, able to get the ball out of his hands. Hopefully, after that first week, Josh will kind of open it up a little bit, because Harris did fumble the football. But 10 plays before that, I said, this kid's tired, man. He was wore out at that point.
Yeah, but you still got to put two hands on that ball.
You have to, because they should have won that game. And usually, when I was calling the game, in my head, I said to myself, man, I feel like I've played in a game like this. Like, close game, final drive, get in scoring position, eat the clock up, kick the field goal, win. Hey, we win.
Yeah.
Different narrative this time. It was get the ball down there in scoring range, run, fumble, and it's just like, oh boy, that's not good. And it was they had the ball.
Once they were down there, he got them down to that point.
They had the ball on the turf way too many times. Too many times.
4 times.
So when the ball's hit, when the ball hits the ground like that, the fate of the team.
So were you worried about that, like, opening drive when McCorkle just
throw,
took the ball and just threw it behind him?
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt of thinking maybe he was like spun around and was like maybe like and threw it that way, thinking that was forward. It was a bad play.
Were you worried though at that point?
I was a little concerned. Yeah, I was a little concerned. I said, "Oh,
we shouldn't have started a rookie."
Oh boy. But then he settled down, and then he got into the groove. And you got to give Miami credit; they got the ball off of him, and they had that bend but don't break mentality of we're going to let up some yards here. They did have a bunch of
Patriots
yards on the
down
ground.
the field every time.
Harris ran for 100 yards, which, as a defense, your goal is to keep teams under 100 yards. But they got the ball off of them. So, the one thing that I think that they're missing that we saw from Tua and Parker is just that, like, throw up.
Yeah.
Just throw it up.
Who's missing it?
The Patriots are missing that.
Oh, to have that?
To have maybe Harry can do that.
Well, I mean, Harry should be able to, right? Because he's
more
more
so big. But like
that.
Miami, they came in, and I was surprised at the ability for them to run just quick slants.
Yeah.
It was boom.
Getting eaten up on
Tua,
quick slants.
Quick slant,
14 yards.
Weird lefty throw, because there's not one lefty in the NFL except for him. Boom, lefty, slant, caught, 15 yards.
Yeah.
And they did that like 6 times.
Yeah.
So
that's really the only play
usually in the Patriots defense too, it's inside out. Like, don't let them cross your face and get inside of you. So I think this was another thing that we kind of witnessed of the importance of Gilmore and how important Gilmore is, because JC was going to the number 1, and that changes everything. So if you have Gilmore and he's playing at his Gilmore level, he goes to the number 1. J.C. Jackson goes to the number 2. That, like, their next best receiver, or they double whoever they have to double. Could be that. I mean, that could be an issue if they don't have the depth there in the DBs. And the front, I was a little bit surprised at how, like, they were able to drive, first quarter drive, score, after the half drive, score. It's uncharacteristic.
Yeah, but I think the defensive front played pretty well. They didn't allow many rushing yards, right?
No, they didn't have many rushing yards, but I thought there'd be a little bit more pressure. But Tua was getting the ball out of his hands quickly.
But that was all they were completing, was those really quick slants.
Quick hitters.
Like, that was it.
Except for they had one up on the sideline. That was a great, throw and catch there. On the Dolphins sideline, I think that was a big chunk play.
Yeah, but I forget who it was in coverage. If he just turned.
No, it was JC, I think.
I think it was JC, and all he did was turn.
Yeah.
They only had 45 rushing yards.
Yeah, so that's a good day.
No, sorry, that's the Jets. I picked the wrong game. How many rushing yards did they have? I think overall, though, the defense wasn't that bad. I mean,
No.
I think
They're going to
corners
get
are in
better.
trouble.
They're going to get better. The rush, Judon had a nice big lick on the quarterback there, created the huge turnover.
74 rushing.
74. Yeah, I mean, that's under 100. So
Yeah.
check the box on that. But, they had a nice turnover. Once that turnover happened, I thought it was like,
was
all right.
game.
Yeah, I thought that was a
Especially
game.
when it was like 2 plays later, they completed that what would have been a long pass to John O. Smith, but he stepped out of bounds.
Yes.
But it still was a decent gain.
Yep,
And then they kept gaining, and then that fumble. I mean, it just looked like it was just going to be. It was 3 minutes left with the fumble, right?
Yeah.
So they would have knocked it down like a minute, kicked the field
Well, then
goal,
usually
or
too,
scored.
like after the fumble, defensively, there's a 4-minute, and it's don't let them get a first down.
Yeah.
Because they had timeouts available, but then
Well-
they were able to get the first down. They did the QB sneak, which Miami was trying to screw that game up too, especially when they before the half.
Yeah, but they had a
where
pre-snap penalty.
they had
on
the
it.
QB sneak with Jacoby.
Yeah, and kept
and then
him
they
in.
kept him on the field and had the delay game. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but that drive started with, though, once the fumble happened, there was a pre-snap penalty, either like false start or holding or something like that. Then it was 1st and 14, and they hit that quick slant for 12 yards on 1st and 14.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it
that
was
was a big chunk. Yeah, they were backed up too.
And then they got stuffed on the run, and then they converted the QB sneak,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it's tough. There's too many. There was 2 or 3 of those QB sneaks converted.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Yeah, 3 for 3, though.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't stop one.
Geronimo, got to get in there. It's the
Just
call.
got to sell out, right?
Those are hard plays to stop. I mean, that's why
But the
Tom
thing is, if
Brady
you don't
does
stop them, though, so you might as well just sell out on it.
it. I would get up, tight splits, A gap, bringing the backers up there and just
Just try everything you can.
try and get in there.
Yeah.
Try and get in there.
But so overall, what do you?
I'm not concerned. I think that game was definitely a game they should have won. Now, my biggest concern would be they go from a team that they should have beat, right?
Yeah.
Now they're 0-1. Going to the Jets, which that stadium is going to be rocking. It's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be nuts, so it might be a harder environment. You lose your best tackle for protection. They have to win this game.
Yeah.
They have to win this game.
Yeah. I mean, you have to win the game anyway. 'Cause
No,
it's
but
the
I'm saying they
Jets.
have to win this game. If you don't win the game, think about this. Think of this. Think about this. Think about it. If for some reason they don't have a good outing and they lose their 2 division games, that's
Yeah, they're
number
in
one's
trouble.
bad.
Yeah.
Number 2, then they have the Saints coming to town, and if the Saints play like they did against Green Bay, they're not going to be an easy matchup. It's going to be tough. If that doesn't go your way, you got Tom Brady
Your idol
come.
coming
You got Tom Brady coming to town. To remember NBA Jam,
Yeah.
the nails in the coffin. So, if Tom comes and they're it's like that's not good because they look really good. I was anticipating them being 2-1.
Who?
The Patriots.
Oh,
with
you
that
anticipated
matchup.
it, yeah.
I was anticipating that.
But you had
They
them
can't be
losing-
0-3. They can't be 0.
You had them losing to the Saints.
I had them losing to the Saints.
Yeah. But the thing is, Jameis Winston cannot have another game like that because the very next
What
game
if
he's going to throw 5 picks.
Jameis what if Sean Payton was like, listen, I'm gonna put you in, because he's very smart and very good at game planning, and they had a great game plan. Their defense is good. They have a good defense.
Yeah, but a lot of it didn't. Well, they just lost Lattimore. He had thumb surgery.
Yeah, but I'm saying their defense. They put a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers. If you made Aaron Rodgers look like that, how much was it?
But Aaron Rodgers didn't come to play that game.
Okay, so you better come to play.
Yeah,
You better come
you
to
don't think
play.
the Patriots? Well, you didn't see Mac Jones when they tried to hand him that first touchdown pass, first touchdown
He
ball.
didn't want it.
They gave it to him. He handed it back. They gave it to him. They handed it back, and they gave it to him again. He just threw it on the ground.
And Hoyer got it. Hoyer picked it up. But I like that. I like that about him. He wants to just win.
He has that Brady mentality.
Yes.
It's just about winning.
And I like his interviews too. I think they're great. Yeah, Tom did good. I just want to do good. I watched all the tape. He did good. Like, yeah, he did good.
I
He
think
did good.
I think ultimately though, no matter how that game shakes out, obviously should have won the game, but I actually think it makes the team look better. I think because Mac Jones just he played more like a veteran there. You had to worry about.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
I think that.
But that
So
was the biggest
this is
thing.
the whole like national take though. Is like, are there any moral victories? Yada yada yada. There's no moral victories. You win or you lose. And this particular instance, like you had a rookie coming in for his first regular season game, and he did good. Like he looked good.
He looked better than Brady did his first game.
He
And
threw the
Brady
ball.
wasn't a rookie.
He threw the ball well under pressure, and like the couple passes that I think are just spectacular was the wheel route to James.
Yeah.
Like that was like dropped out of the sky, like perfectly.
Even that long one to Aguilar where he kept it low,
Yeah,
let Aguilar
like-
get it and not take that massive hit.
I mean, I don't know if that was like, let me put it right here low, but it was a good throw because it took him out of harm's way,
Yeah.
and it was a 25-yard gain.
Well, the one thing that he has that nobody can dispute, right, is he's accurate with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks probably in the NFL.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know,
would you take accuracy over athleticism?
for 20 years you didn't take you took accuracy over athleticism.
Yeah, but the last 2 years you've been taking athleticism over
Because
accuracy.
they haven't had anybody. It's still tough because you don't have that big play wide receiver. You don't have that go-to guy yet.
Where was Hunter Henry at?
He
Made one.
catches.
I know, but like, you pay somebody that much, you want him to be like your seam route runner.
But even Jonnu Smith could be a seam route runner, though.
Why
too.
didn't they
So
run seams? Why didn't they
that-
run double seams?
Did you even see?
I
that
thought the
run?
second they got into the red zone, I'm like, I
Yeah,
said it before
from
the
like 20 yards out.
Let's go tight
Yeah.
ends. You
Yeah.
just paid them $90 million or whatever it was. Like double. I would put them both in the seams and just have them run both
Yeah.
up the field, and then like, which side do they go to? Go to the other guy.
That's the thing is that's what I thought was going to happen with those two tight ends is like you put them out there. How do you cover both of them?
Yes. Yeah.
Especially if you have James White coming out of the backfield. Like
Yes.
who do you take? Like who's covering who?
I don't think they tested
No.
the Miami defense enough on just, okay, who's going to take this guy, who's going to take that guy. You go empty, James White, two tight ends on the field, and you have Myers, and they all run verticals. Like,
What Myers and Aguilar running verticals?
yeah,
Yeah. And then you have the tight
Then
ends kind of in the middle.
tight ends on in cuts or
Yeah.
something. Like,
Yeah, but how do you stop it? Because the thing is, too, if like Jonnu Smith or Hunter Henry get the ball in space, they're tough to bring down. They're faster tight ends. They can move with it. Jonnu Smith can definitely move with it.
yeah, he's fast.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest concern for me is Trent Brown.
Yeah. Do you have a concern with Josh McDaniels? That seems to be a big national take.
I don't have a concern with him. I think that the game plan going into this was, let's run the football, north-south, set the tone, manageable down and distances. Let's not lean on the kid all game long to throw the ball from the pocket. They opened it up a little bit more
Yeah.
than what I thought they would do, but then at the same time you're like, all right, like he looks good. He looks good. Let's go. Like, let's not run. Even at the end of the game, like, they could have done in the red zone. They didn't score enough in the red zone, so they're going to have to be better in the red zone instead of kicking field
But that's
goals.
where the tight ends come into play. Like you keep
Exactly.
talking about. I mean,
That's what you pay your tight ends
You
for.
should be one of the top.
What's
you should
Gronk?
Be,
Gronk is the biggest red zone target in the NFL, and he's not even that fast anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's great at route running, and he's big. So when you're that big and you're good at running routes, throw it to a spot where he can get it, and his hands are massive, and he can catch everything.
yeah, but the thing is, those two tight ends, not only they're big tight ends, but they're fast, so they can make moves in smaller space and all that. I just thought you would own the red zone, like every time you got in there, because the defense has to sell out one way, right? You're either going to sell out against the run or sell out covering the tight ends, and something's open at that point.
Let's see what we got here.
So are you still? I think you had them at 12 wins on the season.
Vanished Valley Brewing Company. Is it Pomona?
Pomona India Ale from Vanished Valley Brewing Company.
Oh, Mac.
Ludlow, Mass.
I almost dropped my Mac, my Big Mac.
You still have them at 12 wins?
Yeah, I think that they can do it, but they have to be better. They can't fumble away.
Well, I think you had them losing some games that
Yeah.
could go either way. You had them losing to the Saints, which they can beat. You had them losing to Dallas, which they can beat.
Every game that I think that I had them losing, like they can win all those matchups.
Yeah.
The ones, but then the ones that we said they're gonna win, they just lost it by fumbling the football away.
But don't the Patriots do that every year? It seems like.
How is this? Let's see.
They always do it every year. They lose to a team that you don't think they should lose to.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's got like fruity aftertaste.
No,
What do you think?
I don't know. It's different.
What's that like?
Different good.
Like a metal? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's good.
It's not Natty Ice.
Drink that natural ice over there.
It's different.
You know what? By the end of it, we'll probably be like, "This is really good."
Yeah.
It is
that first.
It's got like a little. Maybe I like it.
I like it too.
I like the canoe and the deer, the beautiful sunset on there.
So we'll get off the Patriots, so we'll end up probably back on them at some point. How was your little trip to New York early in the week?
So I text Dan. I said, "Hey Dan, I don't want to drive any of my cars to New York because I have to go into New York once a week now. Last week I took the train. I
can't believe we took the train.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. All right. So I have to go into New York once a week now. I have to go the day before late. So last week I was like, okay, I'll take the Acela out of Providence. It's 3 hours. You get into Penn Station. Then I have to get to Seaport, which is literally by the Brooklyn Bridge, which is the farthest south you can go in New York, like the farthest you could be. So it really sucks. So I jump in a taxi.
You took a train and a taxi? That's like big boy pants for you, huh?
Oh, I put 3 masks on. I was masked up. The second I got in, I took the ACs, I threw them down, I put the windows open. I'm like, oh, God. So I made it there. Everything was fine. Nice hotel, Mr. C's down in Seaport. It's nice. It's a nice hotel. Okay, perfect. Got it. Well, after my work day, I had 2 hours to get to Penn Station. It's about 5 miles from Seaport to Penn Station. Somebody suggested to me, why don't you take the subway up to Penn Station? There's a direct. I'm like, okay, so let me try it. So I go to this. I'm walking in New York, by the way. That they have no alleys, garbage everywhere, people sleeping in it. It has pillows. It's great. So I go to the subway entrance, and the subway is like it's hot down in there. Hot, like you can feel heat. So I just looked in the staircase, and I felt the air, and I was like, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't go down there. I can't. I see a rat scurrying down in there. I see some weird guy with a trash can on as a jacket walk down in there. I'm like, I don't know. I can't do it. So I walked. Took me an hour and 45. It was hot. I had a book bag on, and my back had a big sweat circle on the back.
Were you wearing
of me.
your suit still?
No, I took my suit off.
Okay.
So I was carrying my suit on my arm. So my arm was like burning up because it's, suits are wool. So
you had the harrowing experience?
It was, had a couple of people eyeing me up. I looked right back at them like, you want it? I'll knock your whole front out. I'll knock everything out. You want it? So anyway.
So did you call your wife immediately when you opened that subway door? Like, I can't do it?
Yeah, I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. So this week, I flopped a day, so I was going instead of, end of the week or the midweek. So I hit up Dan. I said, Dan, I need myself just a car that I can get down into New York, get back, and it doesn't, something that's a little bit got a little used, got some beat up marks on it. It's not perfect. So the gerbil, the Kia Soul with the hamsters, and they're just boom, boom coming down the street. That was Ninko in New York in a white Kia Soul, and I had the it's got the stickers all on it. It's got 2019 on the windshield, everything. I got the Dan O'Brien. I couldn't find the screws for the license plate, so I just zip tied it on there, the license plate on. So, it was great. A to B, nothing wrong with the Soul. I really thought it was a great vehicle for traveling, for getting down into New York. I parked it on the street. No problems. I had no issues. I could have been in a Bentley. It would have been perfect. The only issue is traffic. It took me 6 hours, actually 5.5 to get home last night. And there was an actual bad accident on 95 right when I was almost getting home. I'm talking fire. Like, this truck was on fire. There's like 6 cars in a crash. And people are like, there's a truck on fire. The whole front of the truck's on fire. And the back of the truck is starting to go on fire. And as people are passing it, they're stopping.
No, take a picture.
I'm like, what's in the back?
Pose?
What's in the back of the truck? What about the fuel? Like, it could still explode. And I'm talking, it was so hot. And I'm from me to 25 feet away. It was that hot. I could feel it through the window. Like, that's how hot it was. I could feel the heat. There could be, there could have been tanks in the back or something, and just that whole thing goes boom. People want to, oh, what's going on here? Oh, look, hey, fire, chick.
That's what it is.
Instagram, accident, I'm safe. It's like, what are you doing?
Were you beeping at him and everything?
Yeah.
How much you use the horn?
Beep, beep.
You use it a lot, didn't you?
Beep, beep. Yeah. No, but I'm like, I can't say it. I'm like, get the out of, like, go, idiots. You're stopping to look at a fire. Like, and there's people in 5 cars that are stopped. And I'm talking, they were like twist like sideways in the middle of in the highway, so you had to like go through them,
maneuver around.
And then I was holding my breath because that, it stunk, fire.
So how long was it total to get home?
Paige is calling me. 5.5 hours for a 3-hour drive. It took me 3 hours to get out of the city.
Yeah.
Like a few miles. It took me 3 hours.
That's what it is.
So let's see what she wants. Hey, babe.
Oh, boy.
Doing the pod. You didn't tell me.
So I saw this.
Doesn't do it.
I heard this thing and saw it and everything. I think you'll appreciate this because I appreciate it. Well, I don't appreciate it. I actually get pissed about it. But you know that people refer to the 80s and 90s now as the late 1900s? That's what kids refer to as.
The late 1900s?
Late 1900s, yeah. I just want to fucking just say to a kid, like, you know what? You can go fuck yourself.
Why? Because we didn't have access to Instagram and Twitter, and we can be cool and like be fake all the time.
Late 1900s.
Like, ooh, look at me! I rented this car. Like, give me a break.
The late 1900s.
So stupid.
I was actually thinking about it too when I watched Major Payne the other night.
Let me see a pinky. Let me see a pinky.
It's on Netflix, by the way.
It is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Great
the dance scene is a great dance scene. The robot.
The whole movie's great.
That's a great movie.
David Wayne's unbelievable in that movie.
Oh,
should have got an Oscar.
Yes.
And I watched Billy Madison last night in honor of Norm.
What's that? Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Back to school.
Yeah,
I won't do it
Norm
again.
Macdonald died.
I know. That's right.
I
had to think Norm is in that.
Yeah. He's Billy's friend.
Yeah, he is in the tent.
He's with the mucus queen. Oh, is he? No, or no, the other one.
No.
It's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the best.
That's a really good movie.
Not only, what is the scene where but the puppy society. But no, we are all dumber for have heard it. Well, simple wrong would have.
He went off on the dissertation of
so
how he was wrong and everything.
The best part of that movie, I mean, there's a lot of good parts, but when they're doing the triad, like the school and then the running and everything, and they're in the science lab, and the guy starts on fire and he's like, and he's jumping up and down.
Yeah. No, one of the best things is
that's the best.
He like does the thing and they pull out like the work boot and everybody's like clapping and stuff. And
he's got no shoe on. You see that guy's balls? Yeah, they were weird looking.
That's an underappreciated movie from the late 1900s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So would you get mad if somebody said that to you?
Chris Farley in that thing.
Would you get mad if somebody said that to you? Like,
No, I mean, I don't. It is okay. Okay, kids, like, you're cool. Get on Fortnite. Like, you're cool. How about a phone call, guys? You don't even know how to call people.
Yeah.
I'll text you. No. Just call me. You can call me. Hello?
Yeah.
What do I do?
FaceTime.
It's going to be the biggest issue with these young kids.
Young whippersnappers.
Young kids these days, they just don't know what it was like. I actually think that it was better without these stupid phones, because now you have everybody's a reporter. Everything is access. Someone calls you, they're like, "Hey, I sent you an email." Years ago, you could be like, "I'm not by my computer. I'll do it when I get home." Now it's like, check your email. It's on your phone. I always say, like, "Oh, I'm not home. I can't. I'll do it later," and they're probably like, He's talking on his.
Up till a few months ago, though, you had a separate phone for your email.
I did, and that was a
always
great
at home?
excuse. Yes, sorry, my other phone is my phone for emails.
My email phone.
My email phone. Maybe because I forgot my password.
No, it's where it all goes into, though. That people use, as we talked about last week. People use social media to just say whatever they want to say, and
people are
think there's no
stupid.
consequences or anything.
Well, there's no attachment
to
to it. There's no attachment. You just whatever. It's a shame, because you start to question, like, where are we at as a society if somebody can say something so inappropriate? Unfortunately, if someone passes and it should be like a somber moment where people are thinking and saying prayers, they say something that is like, you'd smack the shit out of them if you saw them, or if they said it in front of somebody.
Yep.
When they shouldn't say that. I would smack the shit out of them. I'd have no problem. And if anyone wanted to say something to me, I'll have a form with me. You can sign it, and it says that if I smack the shit out of you, you can't sue me. But you can say whatever you want. I'm going to say, here, sign this form. You say whatever you want to me, but I'm going to smack the shit out of you. Okay? And, my dad, Captain Insano, always said, don't use the fist, because that breaks eye sockets, it breaks jaws, it takes teeth out. You use this bare hand, right? And if you can really swap the shit out of somebody right in their face, they're going to have so much pain, and it's going to be purple where your hand just smacked them. Their brain won't know what to do. And you could, with a slap, you could still knock someone out.
Yeah, like a Stockton
But
slap.
then when you slap them, you got to make sure that you caress. Because usually when you do have a little KO, you smack your head on the ground, that's when you get in trouble. You gotta, if they KO you, you help them, or you bust their eardrum, and then they can't hear, and their equilibrium's off, and they're forever circling around. But anyway, that's a quick lesson, everyone. If you have an issue, don't curl it up, keep it open. A lot of pain. That's why they outlawed head slaps, because it rattles a coconut pretty good there.
Like Skip Bayless.
Oh,
that liver spotted hand.
You keep your liver spotted hands off my mother.
Off my beautiful mother. And write Dale.
Whoa.
And write Dale a check now for $10,000. Then he comes running down the stairs.
Oh.
I'm gonna do something that was never done to you. What's he doing? And they puts him over and starts slapping him.
That's a great movie.
Actually goes
Step
more to this.
Brothers.
Yeah. I got an email last night from the school district where our kids go to, and it's like, there's a viral social media trend going on impacting the school system as well as other schools across the country called the Devious Lick Challenge.
What?
The goal of the challenge is to be recorded stealing items and or causing vandalism at the school and posting the video on TikTok or Snapchat in order to get as many views as possible.
So stupid. I'd be posted up at the school.
Yeah.
I'd be posted up at the school ready for that. Second I see the kids with the phones, I'm grabbing the phone and I'm just smashing it in front of them, and I'm going to smack the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But then I'll get sued.
Yeah.
So,
but
got to sign the form. Sign the form. Free smacks all day long.
Yeah. Guess what, though?
See
It
if you
wouldn't
can
happen
take it.
again, though, if you did that. They wouldn't do that shit again.
No.
Like, if that was caught on video, right? Like, as somebody just getting smacked around and everything.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
nobody would
here's
ever
the
do it
problem,
again.
too. Here's a problem, too. Like, if there's two kids and they're about to fight, right? You could have two friends that are going to fight. Now everyone wants to film it.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like,
Scream world star.
try and figure out, like, let's not fight here, or let's not, like, knock each other out or do something. Now everyone's just like, oh, I'm going to get a lot of views on this. Maybe I'll get, a big social media push here. So, I don't know. It's just, it sucks. I feel like we're in a weird spot. So, is that going to change? I don't know. Maybe I'll just move up to 1,300 acres in New Hampshire and Ninko grows beard out to here, live off the land. Why not? Get the solar power going.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Live
last.
off the grid.
That wouldn't last long.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, it'd be fun to think about it.
I think right now is probably a good time to take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Come back, maybe talk about some picks, some more Patriots stuff,
Let's do it.
maybe some other things.
Let's do it.
Before we get out, you want to tell Skip Bayless just watch out.
He's too old. I don't want to,
Yeah.
That's
Get
not.
arrested for that one.
Well, he's got, he makes a lot of money too, so he'd probably try and sue me or something.
Get everything from you.
But, can we all just get along, people?
Yeah.
It's a lovely world.
All right, but we'll be right back.
So we're back, Dan and Ninko Show, episode 37, and we are going to jump into the picks. And why
Definitely beat you
not?
last week.
What's that?
I definitely beat you last week.
I don't want to get into that. Let's get into this week. We're on to the Jets.
We'll do that. We do that one last. Do the Patriots.
I know,
last.
but I'm on to the Jets.
All right.
That's
So we
what
have
Bill would
tonight's
say.
game, which is Giants at football team.
I think the Giants looked not good. Daniel Jones needs to be a lot better, so I'm going football team because they have a really good defense. And they didn't look good against.
You're going with the football team?
I'm going with football team.
They don't have Fitzmagic, right?
Yeah, they have a young kid that
Heineke.
played really well in the playoffs, so I'm going with Heineke.
I'm going to go with the Giants on this one. I think that Daniel Jones can have a decent game and come in and win it. I don't really trust the Heineke.
Heineke?
We'll go with Joe Judge, your former buddy.
Okay, go with Joe Judge.
All right, and then we're going to have the Bears versus your hometown Bears. Sorry, the Bengals versus your hometown Bears.
I'm going Bengals because the Bears are too hard-headed and won't make the switch at quarterback, and you
You
have
really think that's the right move?
Statue of Liberty back there. Yeah.
Why?
If the QBR of your starting quarterback is 35, you need to do something else.
I just don't. I don't.
He had a
think he's
35
ready.
QBR,
I don't think
and he
he's ready.
sucked it off. So guess what? Put somebody else in there. That's the name of the game. And the head coach is going to get fired anyway. Like, you go out and you have a terrible season. He's
Who
not
is
there
the head
next year.
coach right now? Nagy.
Nagy.
Yeah.
He's going to get fired.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to get fired, I'm going to, all right, kid's not ready. I don't give a shit. We're going to do whatever it takes to
Yeah.
try and win.
Yeah. You at least get the fan base on your side a little bit.
Exactly.
I will
They're
also
gonna be
go with
screaming.
the Bengals on that one. I think the Bengals are actually one of the better teams.
Yes, I said dark
in the
horse
AFC.
MVP Joe
Yeah.
Burrow, which people don't know what dark horse means.
Now
They
we're
must
gonna
not watch
have-
horse racing.
The 1-0 Houston Texans versus the 0-1 Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cleveland. They already ruled out OBJ. Ruled him out yesterday.
Yep.
I think he's going to be
Them
gone here
ACLs
soon.
aren't easy to come back from, especially when
he-
you're explosive.
He's done. He's gone.
You think so?
I
You're
think they're
trade
gonna
him?
cut- I think they're going to trade him, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Why rule him out on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Usually they wait till like the day before the game.
Yeah, I'll also go with the Browns. Browns are a 12.5 point favorite. Then we have Rams at the Colts.
Definitely Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Rams, too. I think Wentz stinks.
Yeah, it was a bad outing for them for week 1. Looked pretty bad.
And we're going to have AFC big-time matchup. Bills-Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins.
You were in like that
No,
blank stare.
I was thinking Josh Allen threw the ball 51 times.
30
they
out of
had
51, 270 and a touchdown.
They had 11 drives, 1 touchdown, and 3 field goals against a good defense, but they're also going to go against a blitz-happy defense with Miami that gets the ball off of you. I'm going to go with Miami. I think B-Flow is getting that team right.
I think that Tua can't be a starting
And it's at
quarterback.
home, too, so that gives them an
I don't think
advantage.
Tua can be a starting quarterback. in the NFL. I think I'm going to take the Bills.
Okay.
Patriots should have beat them by 2 touchdowns. Then we're going to have the 1-0 49ers versus the 1-0 Philadelphia Eagles.
49ers.
That's just because you like Jimmy Garoppolo, but I'm also going to go 49ers on that.
They got a better
I think
defense.
Jalen Hurts is a pretender. I don't think he's that good.
Whoa. Load it up.
Raiders, Steelers.
I'm going
I can say that
Steelers.
stuff without it going,
Steelers.
like, national.
Steelers.
You going to go Steelers?
Vegas. Big win on Monday night. Short week. Party after the game. Hungover on Tuesday. Practice on Wednesday. Got to go play across the country. That has recipe for loss all over it.
I'm also going to go Steelers on that one.
Yep. Didn't think of it that way, though.
Ravens didn't have a running back.
No, it's tough.
Saints, Panthers. It's a good game.
Saints. I'm going Saints.
I think Darnold looked pretty good.
Yeah. Go with him. Go with him. Do it. Do it. Go and
I
do
don't
it.
trust Jameis Winston to have back-to-back good
Hey.
games. I'm going to go Panthers.
Do you remember you know what his trainer told him? What did he say?
Eat W's?
No.
What?
We just had to come prepared. You know what my trainer told me? What did he say? Just be prepared. That's what he said in an interview. You didn't see that clip?
No.
Oh, it's great. It's after the win. He goes, we just had to come prepared. You know what my trainer told me? What did he say? He said just be prepared.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's great.
Then you're going to have Broncos, Jaguars.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos. Do you think the Jaguars are going to win a game this year?
Yeah, 2. And I
Urban
think
Meyer-
Urban
Urban's
Meyer
gonna get
goes.
fired?
I think Urban Meyer leaves for
Goes to USC?
college. Yes,
He denied it.
deny. So did Clinton.
Yeah. The late 90s or late 1900s.
Oh, yeah.
Vikings, Cardinals.
Well, I didn't inhale, so
Vikings at the Cardinals.
Vikings, Cardinals.
No Cardinals.
You know what's jump on the Cardinals thing. Like a year ago, before Chan got hurt. About a year ago, before Chan got hurt, I said that Chandler Jones was the best pass rusher in the NFL. The best pass rusher. You know how many people were like, "Dude, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. Blah, blah, blah. That's because you played with him." And I said, "No, it's just because he has the most sacks of any defensive end in the league since he was drafted. Like, he's got 100 now. Just had 5. Now everybody's on Chan. Like, oh, he's the best."
But is it the best though if you're just allowed to just only rush the passer?
I wish I could have done that.
That's what I mean. Like if you just go up the field, every single time, you're gonna have the most amount of sacks. Same way that the quarterback throws the ball.
But people,
it
doesn't matter. In 2021, nobody cares about stopping the run. They just want to get sacks.
Yeah, but that.
Do you like sacks? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
But the thing is though is you're not going to be a good team. But
yeah,
I don't think the Vikings are good. Falcons, Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Yeah, I'll go Bucks.
Go with your boy Tom.
He's a weird guy.
You don't like Subway?
COVID Tom? How come the electrolytes didn't save him from COVID?
I mean, he recovered quickly.
How do you know?
I don't.
Nobody knew until what?
Yeah.
9 months later he had it?
Well, he
8 months later?
He was probably in his chamber, hyperbaric or something.
Cowboys at the Chargers. That's going to be a good game.
I'm going Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Well, you see, I had paid my quarterback, Dak, and in that first game, you definitely could see the success of how the Cowboys are going to play on offense. And in the 90s, I thoroughly enjoyed the glory hole days of winning Super Bowls, and I think we can get back to that.
Yeah.
That's my Jerry Jones.
Now when you have a $30 million cap hit and Zeke Elliott.
But did you see his protections? He's a great back protector.
I'm going to go Cowboys, too, because I actually think the Cowboys are pretty good.
Yes, I do.
I think Dak's the best quarterback
Let's
in the NFL.
go.
Dak's the best quarterback in the NFL,
On
right?
with the chlorophyll.
Right?
Huh?
Dak's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Nah. Hold on a second. He's good. He had a good first week.
Yeah.
I was all over him saying he proved me wrong. The best in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes. Come on now, let's not get crazy.
I think it might be Dak.
Well, let's see.
Titans at the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
What's up with your boy Vrabel? The team looked terrible.
I don't know.
He wasn't.
Well,
they weren't
had
ready
a lot
to
of
play.
guys that were out because of COVID.
Called out Julio Jones.
Maybe Julio's not holding up his end.
You see him? He called him out.
Yeah,
for
of course
that
he
penalty.
did. He's gonna call people out. That's Vrabel.
I will also go Seahawks. It's a good. This should be a good.
I
game.
wouldn't want to mess with Vrabel. I feel like he could really just cuss you out.
Yeah.
He seems like a guy that would just be like,
just black out.
You stupid mother.
Wake up! What just happened?
Yeah.
Chiefs Ravens.
Chiefs.
That's the Sunday night.
I'm
game.
going Chiefs. The Ravens are just so depleted. They lost
Lamar
Peters.
looked good though.
Lamar's good, but he can't take that punishment for 17 weeks. He's going to get hurt
Week
or
2,
something.
Though. Week 2.
I know, but he might get
I'm
hurt.
going to take the upset and go with the Ravens.
Okay, go with the Ravens. That's a point for me.
Then we have Monday night game, Lions at the Packers.
Packers must win this game. If they don't, it's going to be the talk of every person, talking head in the country. If they win, it doesn't solve anything. Because if they win, it's just like, yeah, they should win. If they lose,
They're 11-point favorites.
Yes, they should win. They need
should
to win.
win.
If they don't, massive
So if
consequences.
they don't win, should they trade Aaron Rodgers?
No. He's on there he's there.
I would trade him.
Go down with the ship.
Get all the picks and everything, and turn it over to Love. I will. Also
Where are
go
you
with the
trading him
Packers.
to?
Broncos.
Yeah, sure.
Dolphins.
Ooh, yeah.
I will also go with the Packers on that one, and then we're gonna have another must-win game, right? The Patriots at the Jets.
It's a must-win game. I'm going Patriots. They're going to get it done. They're going to take care of the football. They've been working on ball security. You saw the still shots of the practice. They're doing the strip drills. We got to protect the football. Bill was up on the podium, probably hitting the podium like he always did. Take care of the ball, and he just boom, boom, pounding the. He has a podium up at the front of the team meeting room, and he just pounds that thing.
I will also go with a blowout win for the Patriots. But what do you think, Bill? That must have been a fun Monday, huh?
I'm sure he. Here's the fine line that you have to have in coaching. You can't go too overboard to where you start bringing people the wrong way. Kind of have to support a little bit. Like, look, we know we need to improve. We know we need to work on a couple things. We know we need to take care of the football. But I like the competitiveness. I like that we were in that game from start to finish. We need to take care of the football. Defensively, we need to be better on stopping the short yard down and distances. We know we need to fix those things, and we will do that because from week 1 for the rest of this year, we need to constantly be better and improve. So week 1 team looks like a completely different team from week 10. So you can't just crush everybody week 1. It was a great start for the young kid, so you got to keep his confidence high, and you got to say, look, we got to take care of the football. We got to be smarter. We can't do that backwards throw shit. Throw that out of your brain. Like, don't ever do that again. That's gone. Never do it again. Eat it. Eat the sack. So there's going to be things that didn't look great. Penalties. You can't have the penalties. A couple penalties were BS. Like I think the blindside block on Shaq was. What the heck was that? That was a terrible call. But then you also got these refs that are like, throwing the flag, and they got the tight shirt on.
The first fumble, though, they should never have called it a fumble.
It was close. But they had to go with what was on the field.
Yes. When it's close,
They said it was a fumble on the field after it was, they couldn't conclude that it was definitely not a fumble, so they went with what they called on the field.
I mean, it's a big thing to have Trent Brown out, right? Like,
yeah,
Trent Brown's got to play.
Absolutely huge.
I mean, they looked complete. I mean, he only played the one or two series.
I was surprised at how many hits. And then this could go back to not having Cole Popovich. Like you have an offensive line coach that worked under Scar, that was able to learn from him for a bunch of years as the assistant. Scar retires. He's that guy. they let him go or whatever because he didn't get vaccinated, and now the offensive line was supposed to be a strength of their team, and I think that they did not hold up their end of the bargain for protecting Mac as much as he got hit.
I just don't know why you didn't slide like what's his name, Oben Neowau, whatever, over to right tackle, and then put Karras in that right guard spot.
Yeah,
I think that's a better look for them at that point because Heron was, he was awful.
well, he was holding as much as he could to try and. They had a huge play that was called back from holding.
Yeah, a
bunch of big holding calls.
It was 9 penalties, 88 yards, but on those penalties, there was another 90 yards gain taken away from those penalties.
That's huge. That's basically the game.
Almost 200 yards.
Yeah, that's the game.
But that becomes almost a blowout then. If you don't fumble, if you take care of the ball and that, it becomes that. So what do you think about the rookie running back, though, Ramondre Stevens?
I think that he was good, and then he fumbled, and then they never let him back on the field.
Well, I think the issue with that was not that he just fumbled. He didn't even try to go get the ball. He just got up.
Thought
and
he
was
was
like,
down.
Nope, I was down.
He probably thought he was down.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to play like that.
Hey, one of the best one of your favorite quarterbacks in the biggest game ever did that. Happens.
Tried to pick it up though.
Nah.
Thought it was bouncing the wrong way.
He saw what was coming. Business decision. I might jump in there and get, rolled up, accordioned, flamingoed.
To come off that, you gonna come take a ride in the Tesla today?
It's raining. We got no grip.
All-wheel drive.
Doesn't matter about the grip.
No, not really, because the batteries are like just nice and.
The center of gravity is super low. Where's that battery gonna go in 10 years?
Into the ground.
Yeah, in the groundwater maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, this is some lithium-ion battery water.
No, filters.
There's some hard-hitting questions that I want to have answered by the.
Yeah, I get answers to it.
I understand. I completely understand. People are like, "Oh, you are so stupid about the global warming is real." I'm not saying that it's not.
Have you got any of those comments yet?
About like me loving cars and stuff?
No, about like you hating on electric cars and all that.
I don't hate on electric cars.
No, I know, but
I like electric. I want the damn Hummer H1. I think that's a badass car. I think it's going to be a cool car.
I know, but
I think there's not enough questions being asked about where the battery materials come from, because it comes from the earth. How do they get those resources out of the earth? What's the abundance of the resources in our earth that we complain about? All these people that are saying go electric, go electric, go electric. Don't drill for oil in Alaska. Where are they going to get all the lithium from to power the batteries?
Mars.
Where are they going? Are they going to clear cut forests? Are they going to devour a bunch of things to try and get it? Are they going to have issues one day with waste? Because we already have a plastics issue. We have a waste problem in our world right now. There's a garbage dump in our ocean the size of Texas. So why don't we just why don't we just produce cars that in 10 years, if there's a junkyard full of them, what are we going to do with them? Where's that? Or another thing is, okay, we need battery powered stations. So if we need to charge your electric vehicle, every single gas station that was ever built and the infrastructure of electricity will have to be built. Are there electric Caterpillar heavy machinery? Is there electric? Like all those things that build things are diesel, and they use fossil fuels, and they pollute, and they do this. So to build everything, you're going to have to go through a huge carbon footprint. You're going to have to go through a big process there. And then you don't know where the power's coming from. So if every power source is wind or solar, which they'll clear cut a forest to put solar panels, that doesn't make sense to me. So if you really enjoy, trees and things which filter the air, then cut them all down to put a solar panel. That makes a lot of sense.
At my house, there's a huge one. They cut down a bunch of
trees. They cut down all the
enormous.
trees. They cut down all. So how does cutting down hundreds of acres of forest, which are vital to our ecosystem in filtering out carbon, to putting up solar panels, which don't last forever. They last about 10 years, and then you have to replace them. And the stuff inside a solar panel is
It's healthy.
It's very good for us, right?
Yeah.
So let's not be like all like, oh, that's it. We're going to change the earth because we're going to go EV. The same things that go into a gas-powered vehicle and an electric-powered vehicle, they use the same materials. They use the same stuff to power them that might be a coal power plant or, like until we go 100% clean energy, which I was just in New York, like they got a long way to go. I saw a ferry boat go back and forth 1 million times, and there was 1 million of them. So, like, we got a long way to go.
Like the big puff coming out of them.
And air travel. Okay, let's get an EV jet, airline. See if you can go out on let's go on an electric airplane because our airplane industry is one of the most polluting of anything. So stop taking your trips to Florida or Cancun if you want to help the world.
It's just because in the world, everybody lives in the now. Like,
yeah,
like I want to do
this
now.
all the people that, that want to do the global, like they want to up the taxes on everyone to help they take a jet airplane to go and do the rally. It's like, okay, well,
or you
take a horse and carriage then if you really want to help.
The state rep or congresswoman from New York that went to the Met Gala with a dress that said "Tax the Rich."
I'm sure.
Like an event that is all about the rich.
Yeah,
and she
that is all loaded people.
Paid
there.
for the ticket to go to the event about that. Like just.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So until somebody can like give me some clear cut, like this is where everything's coming from. This is how this is going to actually be the benefit. Like what we need to do is go back to glass on everything, which nobody will do, because I read a thing on Consumer Reports on plastics, and every single year the amount of plastic that goes into the ocean. I want to say it was 5 billion bottles get introduced into the ocean, which eventually that plastic gets broken down into microplastics, which is a very thin layer of plastic about 1 to 2 feet below the surface of the water, which then gets ingested by the plankton, which is ingested by the animals, which then we eat the animal or and then we have it in us. So, I mean, there's a reason why there's a lot of things that aren't good for us happen to us because of the things that we are eating. But also, to be 100% clear and clean, all these that are going, like, think about the masks that we're going to have. You know how many masks I see on the ground?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're going to be in our sewer system. They're going to be pushed out into the ocean. And, Dory's going to have a mask on out there looking for Nemo. So,
already should have it on there. People get upset about it.
Or, China building 8 coal-powered new power plants. That's great too.
So we have a thing on the podcast that comes up that says like email us your topics and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I forgot about it.
Oh,
but I started reading some of the emails.
Oh, they're probably hateful. There's probably some hate in there.
Ninko, as much as you were awesome while on the Patriots, you have been generally correct on your predictions regarding football players and related matters since your departure on the Pats. I truly feel you're 99.999999999% wrong on the prediction on Jones for the following factors.
On him being good?
Yeah. He can't run to avoid the many different pressures he will face when live pro NFL men, in quotations, are hunting him down at full speed, ready to tear his head off.
How'd he look week 1? And how does Tom look after 20 years? He's 43 years old, and he can't run.
This actually came in like the morning of the game, like before the game actually happened. He will start to see the shadows and hear feet pounding that are not there.
Like Sam Darnold?
That will be the pounding of his heart waiting for the squashing hit. He is already a wounded duck with a knee brace, and the pros will
wears
keep
a knee
that
brace.
in
Everyone
mind
wears a knee brace.
while making him a quarterback sandwich out of him. A fact.
Okay.
You want to see number 2?
Wrong.
You want number 2?
Wrong on that one. Mama is wrong again. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Good movie too.
Great movie.
when the live bullets fly and he's under some real
Abdullah Ablangata.
under, I'm putting in quotations this whole thing, real pro NFL pressure, he will make many rookie mistakes well before he figures it out.
Ooh.
Wrong.
Wrong. Mama is wrong again. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right. No, Mama ain't right.
He only looked so good in the base preseason, watered down version of pro football because Cam sucked so bad. So there was zero real quarterbacks on the field to compare him to.
Wrong again.
God, this thing keeps going. I thought it was just done.
Yeah, this is great.
Number 4, and lastly, I predict that when he gets injured sooner rather than later,
injuries happen. That's football, but
either the knee first, if he's really hurting, has played up in the preseason, and or a finger, hand, arm, or ankle.
Hand, arm, or ankle. Okay, go down the list.
So wait.
Could be a finger, a hand, a knee, an ankle, a wrist, an elbow, a neck.
Yeah, we need to figure it out.
Concussion, maybe his ribs.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
Okay.
So guess what? It's football. It's live, and people get hurt. That shit happens. Just like Fitzmagic, just blew his hip out. So hopefully he comes back this year.
6 weeks.
I hate to see guys get hurt.
As he will, without a doubt, hold the ball just a tad too long, more times than not, and will get leveled or smashed his hand against the helmet, or even slide the wrong way for more yards. He is an accident waiting to happen. Although very confident, the preseason does not show or prove anything, especially when he had zero real quarterback competition to compare. This is all in like bold letters.
Yes.
Zero real quarterback competition comparing and contrast him to the Pats' full squad.
Pretty good in week 1. Looked like he handled the pressure well.
Yeah.
Got blitzed a lot. Got the ball out of his hand quick.
He was
highest. I'm gonna just say this one time. In the history of the NFL, of all starting rookie quarterbacks, he has the best completion percentage of any starting rookie quarterback in the history of the game. So what does that mean to me? That means he knew where to go with the ball, number 1, which reflects knowing where everyone's at and where to go with the ball when your blitz are under pressure. That's vital. And number 2, he knew where to go with the ball, but he had to wait for the pressure and had to wait for the guy to hit him and then get rid of the ball before he got hit. So he was taking the hit, so he had to have confidence, and basically he had to have courage to stand in the pocket, know I'm going to take a hit. This guy's a free runner. Get the ball out of my hand. Take the hit. Completion. Get back up. Let's go. So for him to be able to do that, he has composure.
Yeah. This gets better, but
I'm sure it's great. We could probably go through everyone.
I was one of the big people that I wasn't against Mac Jones in the sense that I thought he would be good. I just didn't want him to start early because you get a rookie quarterback. They don't know what to do. He passed every single test you could possibly pass in that game because they blitzed the crap out of him. I think didn't he have like a 70% completion rate against the blitz or something like that too?
74%.
Yeah. So, I mean, rookies don't do that. I mean, rookies do not do that.
Yeah.
Good luck, Ninko, on your call on his success. It may come, but not in the next few years, if at all. I am 60 years old, and I watched a ton of football, especially the Pats, being from Massachusetts my entire life. I've played in high school and even coached football, soccer, basketball, and even softball.
I love softball.
Yeah. Although they are all different sports with all different skill sets, I have come to know and have learned what it takes to play all offensive positions in all sports I have coached and played. And know when I see a regular Joe on the field versus a snapshot short-term fix. What will you be getting with Mr. Jones as the Pats starting quarterback?
A guy that makes the right choices at the right time and puts the team first.
Yeah, I mean,
here's the ball. No, here's the ball.
Yeah,
here's the ball.
I mean, I played a lot of damn Madden football on video games, and I know how to handle the blitz.
I'm telling you, I
think Mac Jones can do it.
When I was playing Madden, I couldn't get the ball out of Mac Jones' hands fast enough. He was getting sacked. He threw 5 interceptions in my Madden matchup against the Dolphins in Week 1, and I didn't win. So you are wrong, Rob Ninkovich.
Let the real NFL bullets fly, and just hope the greater percentage of them don't hit Mr. already overrated Mac Jones, who will be playing not so good football teams in the first 3 weeks of the season. Last I looked, the Dolphins were pretty good. Saints pretty
Dolphins
good,
are a better team than anyone. Last year they had a good run. They have a good head coach.
Yeah.
They have a good head coach. They have a lot of talent on defense. So
Okay, this is my favorite part of it.
Okay.
I will take the slap in the face if I'm wrong in the end.
I'll smack the shit out of you.
That's a contract.
We'll sign the contract. Come on down.
That's a contract right there.
Come on down. We are at the dealership. I will. If you sign that you will not sue me, and we have all the legal documentation. I mean,
Okay.
I'd love to smack the shit out of you.
But I will not be writing this. So I felt he was in. I'm just going to read how he wrote this. It's Bella Chickens answer long term.
Bella Chickens.
I'm thinking it's supposed to be Bella Checkians.
Bella Check-ins.
Answer long term, but it's Bella Chickens.
Let's just. How about this, everybody that's watching this? Give credit when credit's due.
Yeah.
The kid played well in his first game. Is he going to be a Hall of Fame football player? No, we don't know that yet. He's so young, but he's very good for being young and his first start ever. So let's have a little bit of a different scope on how we're looking at the position, because you did have a quarterback here for 20 years that just won a Super Bowl with another team that was very good, and Mac Jones at where he's at for a rookie is a good fit for what the Patriots like to do and the schemes that they run and how they like to control the game, run the football, make the best proper choices offensively versus what the defense shows you, which is your number one job as a quarterback. Put the team in the perfect spot to win, and he put them in a position to win.
Yeah.
They should have won that game, but I know if it was a fifth and they lost by a point. I get it, but you can't say that Mac Jones was the reason they lost.
No.
Can't say that. I mean, you can't say Mac Jones threw it away or was terrible, couldn't throw the ball, wasn't accurate, threw interceptions, didn't know how to check to a different play, was scared of the rush. You can't say any of that. They got the ball in scoring position with 3 minutes left in the game, and the ball was fumbled, and that was the game. So let's just pump the brakes here. Let's see what happens moving forward. Hopefully he has another great showing, and he continues to build on his career and build on his progress. So as of right now, Patriots are 0-1, but I have a lot of confidence that they will be good.
You want more of them?
Give me one more, and then guess what? I'm going to go.
These are a couple. There's a couple good ones.
Let's go a couple more.
These are short ones, though. These aren't like
let's
the
go,
manifestos.
Yeah, let's hear it. I love it.
Asante Samuel is not salty. He just stated what the vast majority are now realizing about Belichick.
That he's a great coach. I don't know. Whatever.
If you believe the word of anybody,
didn't they release Asante Samuel like before the season?
Yeah, a while ago.
And he hated the Patriots after that.
If you believe the word of anyone that can be paid to drink beer and eat Big Macs at 11 a.m., you're teetering dangerously close to the wayside.
Well, actually, for anyone that wants to hear this, we sample local beers, which are, helping our community because we enjoy a nice IPA. It's not like we're sitting here drinking 10 of these beers. As you can see, there's actually full beers from all of our previous shows. We come and drink one. There's an actual natural ice over there if anyone wants to come in, and have a sample of the nat ice. You can take it down if you would really like. And I ordered 10 Big Macs for, the starting Big Mac Jones, and I ate one of them and gave the rest to the employees downstairs, which I think they were very happy because everyone was enjoying them when I left. So,
and we don't get paid.
And we don't get paid. I don't get paid. We enjoy talking about football. We enjoy talking about cars, and we enjoy reading fan mail. So
this is a new one. I actually like this.
Okay.
This is a fun one. No, I don't. Some of the other ones are just. I don't feel comfortable reading them on air. But there's a lot of good ones in there. Like we're right about Mac Jones. You were right about this. There's somebody that says that Corvettes are not for old guys. That was written by an old guy.
Did you see that text I sent you? About the prostate?
That's what it is.
Prostate and large prostates. If you own a Corvette, you probably have one.
Let me find it. I think that's a good one. Prostate gland, normal, enlarged. Risk factors of enlarged prostate is genetics, lifestyle, aging, and Corvettes.
Yeah,
I mean, that's damn right on.
I sleep through the night, though. I think I'm fine right now. I don't have to pee at 2 a.m. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I think...
we'll see. Maybe in 10 years I won't be able to. I don't know.
I think the one guy that was pissed about your take on Mac Jones, that seems to me like a contract in there that you can slap him in the face if he's wrong. So
hey, come on down to Dan O'Brien Kia. We'll get you hooked up with a beautiful Kia if you want a new car, and we'll slap the shit out of you. Put you right in that car.
just need one.
Sit down in that car.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can pick out the car. We can open the door.
I'll give you some weekend at Bernie's, baby. Just
No, you can pick out the car you can buy.
Bernie.
We'll open the door and you can slap him
you know
into
what you
the
need
car.
to do? You need to watch Weekend at Bernie's.
That's a good movie.
That is a great movie.
Weekend at Bernie's 2, I think, is
And
actually better.
I remember watching Weekend at Bernie's. There's some moments in there where like there's women in like bikinis, and I was probably a kid, and I remember being like, whoa, jeez, that's cool.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
When they have his arms up and everything.
Yeah, they're like, where's Bernie? And he's like, I think he's upstairs.
The best is when
and they're looking at each other like, oh no. And then she comes, like the woman comes down, she's like, see ya, Bernie. And they're like, what the hell? Like, what happened?
It's funny when he has the arrow through the head and he's like doing. Like,
no, the best is when he's skiing.
Yeah,
he's on the rope and they're driving the speedboat. They have no idea what they're doing. He's hitting the freaking the water buoys. Bing. Everyone's like, hey, Bernie, he's skiing.
yeah.
Great movie.
I think it's time to take a break here.
Yeah, I think it's it. I got to use the bathroom real quick. And then I think, we're going to come back
quick and
do a quick one, wrap, and that's 37, baby. All right, we'll be back in a minute.
All right.
So we're back. Put a bow tie on this one. I think that what is needed soon, which we haven't done, maybe another little adventure here. Let's go and do something. We would love to hear some input on what you would like to see us do. I'm thinking maybe hitting the golf.
Please be like respectful. Like the people that
be respectful.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to do in 2021. I know everyone's.
When you sit in front of a computer.
I know everyone's 250 pounds and benches 450, and they're big, strong people, and they're not 15. Probably making comments on everything or sending emails.
Do you feel bad after you like fight with like a 15-year-old?
No,
on
I don't,
Instagram?
because I want to smack their dad. That's who I want to smack. Because there's an issue with some discipline here. If my son, I have 2 sons. If my son was disrespectful to somebody like that, I can't say. I'm not, Captain Insano taught me well. So, I'm just going to put it out there that my children are going to be respectful. And it's a shame that there isn't that. I think I have hope that there is, but unfortunately there's a bunch of messed up people in the world. So I still have hope that the community knows how to make sure that people have respect. But unfortunately there's things that are said that make me think otherwise. But again, it is what it is. And for me, I'm excited about Mac Jones. I'm excited about this season. It was a great week 1. One of my takes on television, it was supposed to be, what was your biggest takeaway from week 1? From start to finish, from Thursday to Monday night, it was great football. Greeny was like, well, I don't think that was a take, but it was funny because we laughed about it. But it was good. Usually you see a sloppy football game.
I'm surprised you didn't say Mac Jones, though.
Nah, I don't want to look too crazy. I don't want to look too crazy.
Too much of a homer?
Yeah, too homerish.
But I mean,
be Homer Simpson
that
on
has
this
to
one.
be one of the biggest takes.
It's a big take. I think Jameis was the biggest surprise to a lot of people. Just 5 touchdowns against Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers looked so bad. So I think we need to do something fun. Maybe golf.
Yeah.
See if can you hit a golf ball?
Maybe.
You can hit a golf ball?
Maybe.
Give it up for the Ballo Whacker guy.
The golf
$50
ball
doesn't hit to the
guy.
freeway. It's all in the hips. Get off of me.
Double or nothing.
364 days till hockey tryouts. I gotta get tough.
The funniest thing is, though, when the lady's out the window, like, you in my house, and then poof. Shit. We gotta
$50 says you can't do it again. Hey, it's your loss, man.
The amazing golf
Boom!
ball whacker
Give it up
guy.
for the amazing ball whacker guy. Boom! Oh, man.
So did you hit a ball far?
No. I mean, I can, but it goes left, right. I don't know where it's going. I got to slow it down nice and easy.
Make it all in
Just,
the hips.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Get off of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Yeah. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No, that's wrong movie though. Wrong quote on that one. That's Happy Gilmore.
That's Happy Gilmore, yeah.
It's Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Same guy. So the one thing I love about Adam Sandler is he says the pieces of shit for Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it's Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I was thinking Billy Madison, but that's the weasel-looking guy with the weird-looking balls. Yeah. But
but that's.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Yeah. No.
No. What a great movie that is too.
Hey Chubbs, you know that gator that got your hand? I got his head.
Got his eye. He falls out of the bag. Oh, you don't want breakfast?
All his movies are great. You know, all those movies from the late 1900s. The problem with Adam Sandler though is the movies kind of got bad later on.
I feel, but here's the thing. I think when you're young, those movies were like iconic because you're young and you laugh at
you're
them.
young, like Little Nicky
I think
came
that
out.
Grown Ups is. I still think Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 are great movies. I laugh my ass
Grown
off.
Ups 1, it gets really bad.
Grown Ups 1 to me, I laugh.
Grown Ups 1
when they're jumping into the quarry and.
Like he had like the Netflix movies afterwards, though they're not very good.
Well, no, the
like Herbie
Halloween
wasn't that good. Then there was the other one with Jennifer Aniston or whatever. I think.
No, that was a decent one too. With
that wasn't.
I think I'm an Adam Sandler fan though. I met him once at the NASCAR race in New Hampshire. The guy he was sitting next to me. He's a big fan. He's like, "Oh, you messed up my Jets," because he's a Jets fan. And he had like a whole, and like the guy's worth 300, 400, 500 million. He's a production, Happy Madison production. Yeah. He had holes in his shoes. Yeah. You could see his toe. Yeah. He had a big T-shirt on. He plays pickup basketball in New York. I mean, it's freaking
just
awesome.
In random places.
Just random places.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
So what is your favorite Adam Sandler movie? That's a tough one.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie would probably be, I have two of them. Big Daddy. I like Big Daddy. I think it's funny. Yeah. But I wipe my own ass. And I like Happy Gilmore. I think Happy Gilmore is really good.
I think it's between Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and one of my favorite ones that is
Mr. Deeds?
8 Crazy Nights.
8 Crazy Nights?
The animated one?
Oh, okay. Animated one.
You don't remember that?
Oh, no. You know one of my favorite ones? Little Nicky.
Yeah, Little Nicky.
I love it. It was on the other day.
Somebody hit me in the face with a shovel.
How did you do that? Trust me, that hurt me more than it hurt you. And he falls over the dog.
You don't remember 8 Crazy Nights?
No, I don't. It's animated. I don't think I've ever seen it. 8 Crazy Nights? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Really?
I'll have to look. I'll have to watch it.
Oh man.
8 Crazy Nights?
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
It's Adam Sandler in it. He kind of like plays himself.
I mean, his CD. Hey, do me the button hook. I got the hey goat.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you remember? Yeah, the CDs were the best.
Toll Booth Willie. That kid, he chipped my horn, man. He threw a rock at me. He chipped my freaking horn, man.
Toll Booth Willie was the best.
I'm coming out of the booth. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, well, you weren't here when Toll Booth's here. They used to have people in there that you gave money to and everything.
Yeah.
That was in the late 1900s.
Late 1900s.
Yeah, you gave them the money and everything, and that's how he came up with it. Was all like New Hampshire and Massachusetts, the toll booth workers.
His funny. CD is, I can't even, I have songs in my head right now that I can't sing because it's too inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of the booth.
Yeah. You come, guys, like, wait, I'm coming out of the booth.
I'm coming out of the booth. Oh, my leg. Oh, man. Fatty McGee. All right. We got to go. We're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to go take a ride in the Tesla. Let's go do it. Let's see. Let's go check it out. So, do the spiel. You got it.
But check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok now.
TikTok,
Spotify,
TikTok,
Apple, whole 9 yards. Send us some comments and all that. Try to keep them clean and appropriate. And just think that if Rob was standing in front of you, if he said something stupid and he would slap the shit out of you, would you really send it?
No doubt.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.